What is going on, guys? Newton here with MMO Play, bringing our first look into World of Kung Fu, a free-to-play MMORPG. Now here we are on the character selection screen. As you can see, I have one character over here that I previously made, and I gotta say before we start, this is a pretty old game. It was released sometime in 2008, so you can tell the graphics are definitely dated, and it's not a new and current game. It goes for the mechanics as well. I feel like the mechanics and the programming, it's not well polished, and we'll go over that after we go over some of the character selection and go over the classes, and I'll give you an overview of how everything kind of works. So, as you can see here, pretty cool. We have 9 different classes. For being such an old game, it's nice to see that this game had quite a large selection of classes to choose from, each with their own unique weapons and skill sets and other things like that. So, we can go over the few of them we have here. We have the spear, we have the staff, we have hammer and axe, bows, fists, broadsword, fan, sword, and hook. Now, all sound pretty interesting and have the different skill sets, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the broadsword because it looks pretty cool. So, we'll go ahead and name our character. Already named the character Newton, so let's go ahead and name this one MMO Play. There we go. Hit OK. And there we go. Now we're loading on in. Cool little art style going on over there. I kind of like the art style, or the concept art they have drawn for the loading screen. So, there we go. Welcome to the world. And as you can see here, like I said, the game is a bit old and the graphics are a bit dated. Now, one thing that really bothered me while playing this game is the NPCs. The NPCs are absolutely hilarious. The characters don't walk. They just kind of sit and float along. Now, maybe see if I can get this guy over here. This guy had me laughing quite a bit when I jumped into the game. Now, this guy is just sitting, chilling, you know, over here. But it seems like all the NPCs kind of have these moving mechanics, and none of them walk. They just kind of float along as if, you know, their feet maybe don't work. It's absolutely hilarious. I had a good laugh at this in the game because, I mean, they could have did a little bit better job with the programming, or, you know, at least updated it with them along the years, seeing as though the game's still around. I think they could have put a little bit more polish into it, but there we go. I had to point that out. Look at this guy over here just floating along. You know, he's sitting, but he's just floating along. I don't know, I just wanted to point that out because I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I thought you guys probably maybe get a laugh out of it. But now getting into the core mechanics and gameplay. So let's go over here, talk to this guy, pick up a quest, hit OK, and there we go. So let's go ahead and continue and find the next quest. We gotta. Oh, do we still have to talk to this guy for the quest? Let's go ahead and talk to him, hit accept the quest once again, and there we go. So we should be all set. So let's go ahead and bring up the mini-map. Now, one thing the mini-map is a little bit weird sometimes. It doesn't open and it closes after you press M, which is the shortcut key, which I found another little problem with, you know, the programming in the game. Not super solid. So, this game definitely needs, you know, it definitely needs to be polished or do a little cleanup with a few updates to kind of make the mechanics a little bit more solid. I feel it's really lacking, especially in a game in 2015. Now, I know graphics aren't everything, and the gameplay could be very, very solid, but a few things here and there kind of, you know, can kind of break the game, especially seeing these, you know, kind of the floaty walking and other things like that. So, let's go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and open up the map once again. We got to check out where we are. We have to go over here to pick up our next quest. Let's go ahead and run along. But I mean, overall, I can imagine in 2008 jumping into this game, it looking very, very nice. Now, the sceneries are nice, and like I said, the graphics are a bit dated, but I could tell they put quite a bit of effort, and especially with the Chinese or the Asian theme of the game, it looks pretty nice, and I kind of like the environment and kind of the feel that the game has going on. It looks very nice, but like I said, you know, maybe a little bit of a polish in an update or something like that would be pretty cool. So, now we're running into here. There we go. It took a little bit of time for us to load. And now we're hopping in right into basically a combat area. We're going to go ahead and train, kind of show off the combat, and, you know, get a good feel of how everything works. So, let's go ahead and select one of these guys. Now, the game is tab targeting. You can tab between different enemies, as you can maybe see. I'm kind of switching between quite a few. Let's go ahead, and our keybinds are 1 through 4, so we're going to go ahead and jump up to this guy and start smacking him, take him out. Now, the skills are a little bit flashy, but I can say, you know, the combat and basically the kiting and the moving does feel a little bit floaty, which I mean is it doesn't feel like it makes complete contact at times. and it feels like, I don't know, it feels like there's just a little bit something missing when it comes to the combats. But let's go ahead and keep continuing, keep taking these guys out. But I mean, for the skills and everything, they're very aesthetically pleasing. They look really, really nice, and it makes me excited to, you know, continue playing the game, level up a character, and acquire new skills, just to kind of see what they're gonna look like. Because they got some cool animations for the game, and I like it. So, as you can see, the combat, it's alright. It's solid. I mean, everything works, but I wish, like I said, a little bit floaty here and there. So let's go ahead and keep running along, keep exploring, see other monsters we can find, pick up some more quests. So go ahead and view the world map. As you can see, it's very, very big. There's quite a bit to explore with portals in between each map. So you can kind of run along and explore here, you know, fight various monsters, and there's different portals you can go to different maps and other things like that. So it's not completely open world. It's more like an open, like a map, and then you kind of jump from map to map. So let's go ahead, continue running along, go over some more of the combat, test these guys out. And these guys are level 2. Just gonna take these guys out. Now these guys don't really give much XP, so the questing and the level progression is definitely quest-based. You're not really gonna find yourself grinding too much, because we are only getting 5 XP, and I can only imagine the XP rate goes down quite a bit the more you level up. But, you know, grinding is usually okay within your first few levels, just because, you know, the low XP requirements to level up. So let's go ahead and keep continuing along. And once again, the environments are nice. They're looking pretty good, pretty solid. So let's go ahead and go over here. Oh, there we go. We got some new enemies over here. Earth Snails. Go ahead and fight these guys. Now they are level 5. I could probably take them out. Let's go ahead. I like a challenge. Oh, they dodged quite a bit. So, oh, I think he's going to take me out. Maybe we can kill him. Oh, there we go. We did kill him. Nice. So they did quite a bit of damage. That's okay. Go ahead and keep fighting these guys. I really like that lightning skill that it gives. It's pretty cool. I like how it gives you a nice, really cool, flashy, fun skill to use kind of right off the bat. Now we are really low health, so let's go ahead and run away. And let's not go ahead and engage in any more combat with those Earth Snails. Let's go ahead and keep running along, seeing more things we can explore. We can see we have various areas over here. We have a few players and stuff like that running along. But let's go ahead and go back. But overall, the game's very straightforward. It's just standard MMORPG. Nothing too different. Nothing you wouldn't really expect from the game. The interface is nicely laid out. You can see we have our map is M. Inventory is set to... Ooh, what is the inventory? Oh, it's B for backpack. Okay, makes sense. Usually it varies between games. It could be I for inventory or B for backpack. So it is B, and everything's pretty standardly laid out. But overall, I guess it's a fun game if you know, if you don't really care about the graphics or kind of the floaty combat, and you think this looks fun or something that might interest you. I mean, go ahead, play it, try it out. But it is a little bit of a dated game with you know, a few quirks and flaws here and there. But overall, it seems like most people can enjoy it. And I just engaged in combat with that guy over there, which is far beyond my level, and he one-shot me. So that's one heck of a way to kind of end our adventure and the video. But I gotta give you guys some advice. If you're gonna go ahead and explore, don't fight that guy right off the bat. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. But until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.